Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Bernard. This violin lesson is going to be on the Hunter's Chorus by Carl Maria von Weber out of Suzuki Book 2. And this piece is surprisingly difficult. It looks pretty simple on the page, but again we've got various bowings and some left-hand difficulties we see it right away. At the beginning, we have this little upbeat note, also called anacrusis. And then the 4/16. I recommend you play 3/4-1-2 instead of the open. It squares it up, makes it easy for the bow, and don't risk that the open string may be squeaking. So we've got this. There has to be a feeling inside you of 1-2. You have to have the pulse of the piece before you start. So if I'm thinking that, I wouldn't, of course, say it, but it's a 1-2, 1-2. So you have that feeling, and that way everything is nice and even with that upbeat note. Now we're practicing our staccato right there. I find for my students it's quite difficult to get the staccato, keep the rhythm even. The various bowings we've got with this. Okay, so that's a good thing to practice. Think about one bar quarter and another, one beat quarter and then another beat quarter, even though you're playing a bunch of notes, right? This is just one note. Now you got 4 notes, but just a quarter. So the bowing is quite simple. Down, up, down. Now there's 2 staccatos. I like to have my students also, at this point, play a contrast. So the first statement is forte. Piano. Back to forte. Piano. And then there again, 4th finger on that A. So we avoid the one note to the string, to the lower string, and then coming back. So play a 4th finger, and then up, up. So we square it up again. I like that much better than doing the bowing backwards. So again, we do a 4th finger, and then up, up. I mean, you could do it the other way. There's nothing wrong with it. It can be done. I just like establishing habits early. And if you get used to, as much as possible, when it's natural, to get the bowing down on the beginning of a bar, if I play it. So it's just less confusing, because this way the passage comes down, up, down, just the same way it was at the beginning. So that's just how I organize, try to keep my mind as organized as possible. Now we come to this next little passage on this. We're given accents on the beats. So that shouldn't be a problem. Just keeping the tempo. Don't let the tempo rush. The tendency is to go ahead there. We want to hold it so we get there. And now this famous passage. Always rushing. Always rushing. Hold the tempo. Then piano. Fortissimo. Back to repeat. Piano. fortissimo. And certainly at the end you could do a retard. Leave the bow on the string. And maybe a little fermata on the last note. So this is a really, really wonderful piece. And as I say, deceptively difficult, little technical things with the bow and even with the left hand with these fourth fingers. And I think the fourth fingers really help solve that problem of this. And just like at the beginning, so you use those fourth fingers very effectively. So thanks very much for listening. I hope this is helpful for you, and have a great day.